Hi and welcome to Danklord vs Games. My name is Kevin and today we'll be taking a look at the top 10 most fun boss fights of Dark Souls 3, including all the DLC and optional bosses. Please be reminded by the fact that it's a list compiled by myself, which means you're most likely going to disagree. And if you do, go ahead and write your own top 10 list in the comment section below and I might make a video of your combined choices. Also bear in mind this is recorded on New Game Plus, which means I have a lot of health but very little patience. Another way of saying I suck. And lastly, spoiler warnings. Let's get started with number 10. She's really only fun for one reason, killing her. So you run in and then you're reminded of her remarkable abuse of the spell that casts arrows from the sky that also chase you around, which means you only have a few seconds where you can get some hits in. And when you do, it feels good, almost too good, so you start getting greedy and most likely die. She's one to test your patience, but if you manage to keep your sanity intact, she'll just melt away, leaving you satisfied and empty on the inside, as you have one less boss to look forward to. This fight serves best as a reminder of the respect that you need to have for the bosses in Dark Souls. You've defeated him once before and you assume the upcoming fight is going to be just as easy as before. Guess again. You'll be clenching your butt waiting for the next phase that never comes. Instead, he just gets more and more aggressive. He's ruthless with his attacks and gives you very little room to heal up, but damn, he's enjoyable to go up against. Even though this boss is almost always picked off last of all the bosses in Dark Souls, this fight keeps me on the edge of my seat almost every time. He always surprises me with his aggression, making me question if I really should start a New Game Plus just yet. And then there's the backflips he does. No other boss acts as nimble as this boss while at the same time being quite heavy and aggressive in his attacks. Imagine Dragon Slayer armor doing backflips. Yeah, no. I have a confession. This was the first time I even bothered trying to kill Dancer on my own without the use of NPC summons or cheesing her. The tight space combined with her spinning and offbeat attacks made me want to crawl into fetal position every time. She's ruthless but oh so fun to fight with her creepy ass introduction cutscene. After having finished the Dancer fight, I realized she isn't all that hard when you have some decent damage output, but the fight itself always stays enjoyable regardless of how you deal with her. It took all the strength I had not to look up information of the latest DLC, and my god was it worth the wait and patience. Wait, 2 bosses? 2 fucking phases? I loved it. As it technically served as the first boss of the Ring DLC, I was worried that this one would be equally short on content as the Painted World of Ariandel, but to my surprise, twice the bosses was twice the fun to battle against, and reassuring in a way that this DLC would take some time to get through. The fight itself was of no disappointment, and depending on which boss you kill last, the prints will be different with either lasers or fire as a primary attack. Honestly, I just couldn't do it without at least one summon, but that didn't take anything away from the amount of fun I had with the boss.
Oh dear, another dogged contender. Welcome, unkindled one, purloiner of cinders. Mind you, the mantle of Lord interests me none. The fire-linking curse, the legacy of lords, let it all fade into nothing. You've done quite enough. Now have your rest.
I can't put my finger on exactly why I love this fight, but damn is the intro cutscene good or what. It's a fight I always remember to respect no matter which difficulty I'm on, New Game Plus or whatever. This guy always gives you a decent challenge, but once you get the hang of it, they're actually quite easy to defeat. Just like all the other bosses in Dark Souls, this one requires you to be careful of your Estus use, not because they'll run out anytime soon, but because he gets more aggressive if you heal up in the wrong moment. Arguably one of the hardest bosses in the game until you're able to consistently kill his dragon without using too many Estus. I almost always save this guy for last considering his difficulty, and the fight is incredibly enjoyable even though the camera acts like it came somewhere from the depths of hell. His moveset is just incredibly aggressive and he's always been able to stand the test of time when it comes to difficulty. If you want to shed tears of frustration, look no further. The Nameless King makes it happen as you progressively start overextending each of your attacks and die. Can't really complain about not having enough space on this fight. Midir and his massive health pool is quite a challenge to solo without the use of summons. We've seen dragons before like the Ancient Wyvern, but nothing quite like this fight. It definitely feeds all your dragon needs and delivers on every point. Just when you think you got the pattern locked down, he adds something new to the mix, throwing you off guard. Patience is definitely the name of the game on this one. Luckily he's an optional boss in the game, but not to me. He's gotta die every time for roasting me with that fire on that bridge that time before. Another confession. This was the first time I managed to defeat this boss without the use of summons, and thus I've never truly understood the frustration that players share of this boss until now. Ha! 3 phases didn't seem like much when the first and second breezed by, but alone it definitely pushes your Estus use to the max. Once I finally managed to get her down, it gave me an incredibly sense of relief and reward. Her attack animation and fighting style is very reminiscent of Bloodborne, but punishes you for using the same kind of aggression as you would in Bloodborne. Overall, an incredible package that I remember left me quite satisfied after the DLC had launched, though bleed builds were much more viable by then, so I'm glad I got to face her with some proper difficulty attached. These fucks. Oh god, they're fun. Looking for some easy amber? Just invade at this location and Judge Judicator got you covered.
Then I'm not sure. I think he was just confused as to what the date was.
He wasn't confused. He wasn't confused. He was hostile. Hostile.
You travel forward in time to a point where you find GAEL after years of killing. GAEL is looking for the blood of a dark soul to create a new painted world, and your entrance to the arena shows all previous Lord of Cinders dead, but one Lord, crawling towards Princess Filianor for help. The arena is massive and once again introduces 3 phases into the mix, so be careful of your Estus use. I practiced this first phase for about an hour before I felt comfortable enough to get him down on my own. The fight is fought at a mid pace, which isn't too hard to handle. However, the amount of time it takes to get him down is quite remarkable. I know we can get staggered and made a lot easier, but damn, I clenched my butt so hard throughout the 5 to 7 minutes of focus needed to get him down. I enjoyed every second of it, but I got so excited after killing him I skipped whatever cutscene started, so I'm glad I went back to watch it all this time without the same amount of anxiety in my system. And that is my top 10 list of the most fun boss fights in Dark Souls 3. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Honestly, if you haven't tried Dark Souls 3 by now, you should. That is all for now, and I want to thank each and every one of you for sticking by. Also a huge thanks to all the latest subscribers. I love y'all. I'm recording under less ideal circumstances, I guess you could say, so I'm sorry for the low volume, or I'm speaking quieter. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. Bye bye.